Next tonight, friends of a teenager killed by a train at a level crossing in Weston-super-Mare have been meeting with Network Rail to discuss what can be done to improve safety.
15-year-old Evie Wright died after being hit at the crossing at Correndale Road in 2018. At an inquest into her death, Network Rail said the crossing met the industry risk requirements, but Evie's friends want more to be done. Let's take you to Ellie Barker, who is at the crossing for us this evening. Ellie, just explain what it's like there for people trying to cross then.
OK, John T, well, it's getting darker and darker. Now, the lights you can see here is coming from our camera. Other than that, there are really no lights here at all. You've got the railway line here. Over there, you can see there is a bridge, but it's in the distance. And people that we've been speaking to say it makes it a really long way around. And this is very much a shortcut. We've been seeing people just cross over, hardly even noticing that there is a railway line here. And the people we've been speaking to say this simply is not good enough. Fast and with very little warning. That's how friends of Evie Wright describe these trains. The 15-year-old died in March 2018 after being hit on the Correndale Road crossing in Worl in Somerset. Her friends believe she didn't realise until it was too late a train was coming.
It was a big shock to our community. It was hard going back to school for a couple of days, and to see how heartbroken everyone was, it was a difficult time, and it's something we really shouldn't have to experience at such a young age, at 15.
Like the first day it happened, I kind of went home and I was in utter shock because I was on the train on the way home and it was delayed, and it was saying someone's been hit, so you have an hour delay, and for some reason I just felt something was weird.
It can move that easily without any human interaction with I don't know, a gust of wind.
Just down the line at the Finch Close level crossing, they believe the gates in place aren't safe enough and the sign doesn't give enough warning.
That's very difficult, especially for young children that might not listen to the sign, for teenagers, maybe wearing headphones, for even older people that need pushchair, with mums with pushchairs, people with kind of loss of hearing and loss of sight.
On the day we filmed, just moments after this train passed, people were already on the track.
Somebody else?
It's in the middle of a housing estate, and they believe this should be taken into consideration.
I would just quote the national guidelines as well. So this is deemed acceptable, and these crossings are the exact same crossings that you would find in the countryside, where not many people live, not many people cross, especially on a rainy day. They'll never cross that. Whereas here, we've got houses 10 metres away, 20 metres away. We've got secondary school, primary schools, little school children that need to get there on the way to school every day.
Lately I feel nervous because the trains are often quite quiet, or sometimes you don't even think, you just kind of go across. Like even everyone, like most times I will look and kind of wait and look again, but sometimes you're in a rush and you kind of rush through and then you realise, oh, there's a train there, actually I got to stop.
Planning permission was given in the 1990s for a footbridge, but this never happened. They would like to see this built, and in the meantime, a better warning system and automatic barriers in place. They say they don't want anyone else to suffer, as their friends and families already have. Well, a meeting is taking place tonight between Persimmon Homes, who built these houses here, Network Rail and campaigners. Very kindly, a group of Evie's friends have decided not to go to the meeting and come with us here tonight, so thank you so much for this. First of all, Mia, what are you hoping will happen in the meeting tonight?
There's 3 outcomes we'd like to see from this meeting. The first outcome being more short-term, like an electric fence or some lights. And then the second outcome we'd like to see is more long-term, like a bridge or an underpass, and then the third outcome is one we hope it doesn't get to, but possibly shutting down the train track to stop putting anyone else in danger.
OK, now you've all come together to say because you are Evie's friends, but this is so that other people don't suffer.
We because of the incident that happened, it kind of pushed everyone together to join the movement, so nothing like this happens again, because we wouldn't want anyone to go through what we went through.
OK. Well, Corey, we saw in our report there you've been heavily involved. We have had a statement from Persimmon Homes. Now, they're saying they are working with North Somerset Council and Network Rail to find solutions to allow a footbridge to be constructed and to have the level closed. This sounds promising, do you think?
Yeah, I think this is one of the best options out there, because it both allows for people to still use these, or not use the crossing, distance but still get over this railway to ensure that they can get to school and work and their homes, while also making sure that people are safe, that nobody is anywhere near the railway to stop anything like that happening again.
OK, well, thank you so much to you all for joining us tonight. Fingers crossed there will be a development in this very soon.
Yeah, we certainly hope so. Ellie, thank you very much.
Well, we have had a statement from Network Rail tonight. A spokesperson told us Correndale level crossing meets our safety standards. We are keen to continue working with North Somerset Council and Persimmon Homes to close it and replace it with a fully accessible footbridge. We support efforts to raise awareness of how to stay safe on the railway.